People keep saying that car dealerships are just going to disappear, and honestly, I get it. A lot of customers don't want to sit in a dealership for 4 hours. They don't want to go back and forth over price. They don't want to sit around while somebody goes and talks to their manager. They don't want to wait to fill out paperwork. They've already done it online, and they definitely don't want to message a dealership about a vehicle and get a response 3 days later. So when people say dealerships are dying, I understand where it comes from. I don't think car dealerships are going anywhere. I think bad dealerships are going away. I think that dealerships that refuse to change, that's in trouble. The dealership that still thinks customers are going to do everything the old school way, that's in trouble. The dealership that doesn't understand social media, doesn't understand AI, and doesn't respond fast, doesn't create trust online, the dealership is going to have a hard time in the next 10 years. The dealership that adapts, though, that's the dealership that's going to be as strong as ever. So what's up, guys? I'm Steven, and I work around car sales at a dealership doing the marketing and social media, and I also build software for dealerships. So this is something that I think about a lot. Where's the car dealership going to be in 10 years from now? Are people still going to walk onto car lots? Are salespeople still going to matter? Is AI going to take over? We hope not. Is everything going to be online? Probably. Are customers still going to want to negotiate? Absolutely. And the most importantly, what do dealerships have to do if they want to be relevant in 10 years? Because I think in the next 10 years are going to separate the dealerships that are actually building something from the dealerships that are just surviving the way it used to be. First things first, yes, I think car dealerships will still exist. Hopefully the title wasn't too misleading. Cars are not like buying a phone case on Amazon, though. There is way too much involved. You have trade-ins, you have financing, you have taxes, you have registration, you have warranty, you have service, you have recalls, you have people with credit situations, you have people who need help understanding the payment, you have people who want to drive the vehicle before they buy it, understandably. The future dealership is going to be start wherever you want, online, over text, over messages, over the phone, or in person, and we'll make it an easy process. That is where I think it's going. In 10 years, the dealership website is going to be more important than the front lot is today. I know that sounds crazy because the lot still matters. People still want to see the inventory. They want real pictures, they want videos, they want walkarounds, they want payment estimates, they want trade-in information, they want to know if the vehicle's actually available, they want to know if they can get approved. And if your website or your social media does not answer those questions, they're going to move on. The showroom is no longer the first impression anymore. The first impression is the video that they watch. Facebook posts is the marketplace listing. A dealership can have a beautiful building and still lose customers if their online presence feels bad. This is going to matter even more in 10 years. The future dealership is going to have to treat its website, Facebook page, YouTube channel, TikTok, inventory videos like an actual digital showroom, not just a place to dump stock photos and prices. What about the salespeople? Will AI replace salespeople? I don't think AI is going to replace good salespeople. I think AI will replace a lot of what bad salespeople don't do, like following up, answering basic questions, sending links, scheduling appointments, keeping track of leads, reminding customers of whatever, responding instantly when someone sends a message at 9 o'clock, the boring things. Those things are going to become automated, and honestly, they should. Because right now, a lot of dealerships lose customers for stupid reasons. Somebody asks, is the truck still available? And nobody responds fast enough. Somebody asks about financing, the salesperson forgets to follow up. Somebody sends their phone number and it gets lost in a message thread. You want to come in Saturday? But nobody confirms the appointment. That is the kind of stuff AI is going to clean up. But the actual salesperson, the one who builds trust, makes customers comfortable, explains the deal, can create content, the person is still going to matter. I actually think that person is going to matter more as long as they know how to use the tools. The best salesman in 10 years might not be the person just waiting by the door for an up. It'll probably be the person who has their own audience, the person that makes videos, the person answering questions online, the person people already feel like they know before even coming to the dealership. I really believe that dealerships are going to have to become their own media companies, not just car lots. A dealership that posts boring pictures of cars, come see us today. This is not going to stand out. Everybody has inventory. Everybody has trucks. Everybody has SUVs. Everybody says they have great deals. That's not enough anymore. People want personality. People want to see the people. They want to see the process. They want to laugh. They want to learn something. They have to know that what they're dealing with before they show up. That's why short form video matters so much. A simple video of a salesperson answering funny questions can do more for trust than a $2,000 polished commercial. A walk-around video can answer questions before the customer even asks. A behind-the-scenes video can make the dealership feel human. A service video can remind people you do more than just sell cars. A customer delivery can show people buying. In 10 years, I think the dealerships that win are going to be the ones that know how to create attention, because attention turns into trust. Trust turns into leads, leads into sales. The biggest thing customers are going to demand is speed. Nobody wants to spend a day buying a car. The future deal is going to start before the customer arrives. The customer should already know the vehicle. They should already have seen the videos. They should have already have a rough idea of payments. Their trade should already be estimated. The credit app should already be done if they want financing. The appointment should already be confirmed by the manager. And then when they show up, the dealership should not be starting from zero. That is where the old school dealerships mess up. They want the customers restart the process in person. The customers already gave the information online. Then they get to the dealership, have to give it again. That's frustrating. In 10 years, customers are not going to tolerate that. The dealership visit should become more like the final steps, not the beginning. Show up, verify everything, test drive, sign, and go. The stores that figure this out are going to win. Another thing I think people overlook is the service department. In 10 years, service may be more important than ever. Cars are expensive, trucks are expensive, interest rates have gone through the roof. A lot of people are keeping their vehicles longer. That means service matters. Oil changes, tires, brakes, routine maintenance. That all keeps the customer connected to the dealership. A dealership should not be thinking only how to sell cars to one person. They should be thinking how to keep that person connected to the dealership for 10 plus years. Because if they service with you, they're more likely to buy with you again. If they trust your service department, then they're more likely to refer people. If you keep following up after sales, you're not just selling the car, you're building a customer. The future dealership is not just a sales machine. It's a relationship machine. Now, here's something I really believe. The small town dealerships can still win. I actually think that they might have the advantage as long as they do it right, because people still buy from people they know. They like local businesses. They like seeing familiar faces, people serving the community. The problem is a lot of smaller dealerships just don't show online. They may be great in person, but online they're invisible. That has to change. A small town dealership with strong content, fast response time, good service, and great personalities win big. You do not need to have the biggest store. You need to be the store that people trust. And in 10 years, trust me, it's going to be built online before it's built in person. So will car dealerships still exist in 10 years? Yes, but they will not look the same. The old version of dealerships, slow response, no content, bad follow-up, confusing process, long wait times, relying on people. Future dealership is faster, uses AI, creates content, responds instantly. It builds trust before the customer arrives, makes the buying process easier. It turns salespeople into personal brands. It treats service like long-term relationships, and it understands that customers have more options than ever. So no, I don't think that dealerships are dying. I think lazy dealerships are dying though. The ones that adapt are going to be fine. Actually, they might be better than ever. The ones that keep saying, this is how we've always done it, are going to be left behind. That's my prediction. If you work at a dealership, sell cars, make content, or just buy cars like everyone else, I want to know what you think. Do you think dealerships will still be around in 10 years? Or do you think everything is going online? Now, as always, drop it in the comments, because I think going to be a bigger conversation over the next couple years. Thanks, guys.